Okay, we need to talk about Aston Villa, because what they're doing right now is genuinely scary.
Here's Matty Cash!
9 wins in their past 10 Premier League matches. The first time they've done this since December 1919, over 100 years ago. They're sitting 3rd in the table. Arsenal have been beaten twice at Villa Park.
Ruben Leo Bailey, maybe! Yes! Leo Bailey scores for Aston Villa!
Manchester City, beaten.
One might come towards Matty Cash, left-footed shot. Oh, it's home! It's home and dry, and it's Matty Cash with his 2nd Premier League goal.
And here's the scary part: they're just getting started. The Premier League has an Aston Villa problem, because Villa Park has become the graveyard where title dreams go to die. Let me take you back. October 2022. Aston Villa were an absolute mess. Steven Gerrard had just been sacked on October 20th. They'd finished 14th the previous season. Nobody wanted this job. The club looked lost. And then Unai Emery picked up the phone. Now, if you're an Arsenal fan, hearing that name probably stings a bit, and it should, because Emery arrived at Villa with something to prove. Arsenal sacked him in November 2019. The media laughed at him. Fans turned on him. His English got mocked.
They were a little bit in a hurry in some Asian.
Okay.
You don't understand.
He left the Emirates absolutely humiliated. But here's the thing about Emery. This man doesn't quit. He went to Villarreal, won the Europa League, beat Manchester United in the final, and then came to Villa with one mission: show the Premier League what they missed. His first few months, Villa climbed to 7th. European qualification secured, solid. But the following season, that's when things got scary. 4th place, Champions League football, the first time in 41 years. An entire generation of Villa fans had never seen their club compete with Europe's elite until Emery showed up. And this season, they're 3rd in the table, hunting the teams that used to look down on them, beating the so-called giants, and doing it with style. But here's where the story gets personal. December 6th, 2025. Villa Park. Arsenal rolled in on an 18-match unbeaten run, top of the table, looking unstoppable. The kind of night where you expect the better team to cruise. Except Villa didn't care about any of that. Matty Cash scored first. The place went absolutely mental. Arsenal equalised through Trossard. For a moment, it looked like they'd escape with a point, and then the 95th minute happened. Emiliano Buendia picked up the ball on the edge of the box. One touch to set himself, curled it past Raya. Absolute scenes. Villa Park erupted. Arsenal's unbeaten run? Gone. Their confidence shattered. And Emery, standing on the touchline with that quiet satisfaction of a man who just proved everyone wrong. Again. Arsenal fans, that wasn't even the first time. Villa beat you at Villa Park last season too. Twice now. Twice the manager you sacked has sent you home with nothing. And the worst part? He knows exactly how to beat you. He understands your system. He knows your weaknesses. And he's built a team specifically to exploit them. That's not luck. That's revenge. Manchester City fans, don't think you're safe. December 21st, 2024, Villa Park. You came in as champions. You left beaten 2-1. John Duran and Morgan Rogers scored. Pep Guardiola's tactical genius couldn't crack Emery's code. The champions of England walked off that pitch knowing they'd just been outplayed by Aston Villa. And this is where it gets genuinely frightening. Villa Park has become the one place elite teams don't want to visit anymore. The atmosphere is suffocating. 42,000 fans creating absolute chaos. And Emery has his team so well drilled that visiting sides simply can't breathe. Arsenal have lost there twice. City have lost there. The pattern is clear. If you're near the top of the table, Villa Park is where your dreams die. But let me tell you why Villa are actually this good. It's not just one superstar. It's a complete team Emery has built. In goal, you've got Emiliano Martinez, the World Cup winner who gets inside strikers' heads. Remember him dancing on the goal line during penalty shootouts? That guy. Behind him, Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa have quietly become one of the best defensive partnerships in England. Calm under pressure and nearly impossible to break down. In midfield, Boubacar Kamara is the destroyer. He reads the game like he's playing FIFA on easy mode. Next to him, Amadou Onana brings that physicality that bullies even the strongest Premier League midfielders. And then there's Yuri Tielemans, controlling tempo and picking apart defences with passes most players don't even see. Up front, you've got Ollie Watkins. Remember Euro 2024?
Here's Watkins, right at the edge, trying to turn it forward! And Ollie Watkins has, in the final minute of the semi-final,
The man came off the bench in the 99th minute against the Netherlands and sent England to the final. That guy. He's Villa's all-time leading Premier League scorer now, with over 75 goals. And he's not just scoring, he's dropping deep, dragging defenders, creating space. Under Emery, he's become unplayable. Now here's the part that makes this genuinely frightening. Villa aren't just beating teams in the league, they're proving themselves in Europe too.
Nearly caught it, no man's land. Gerrard! Oh, it's incredible! It's up!
After 41 years away from the Champions League, Villa came back and beat Bayern Munich 1-0 at Villa Park. Bayern Munich, one of Europe's giants, humbled in Birmingham. They beat Bologna 2-0. They've won crucial away games. They've faced the absolute best and shown they belong. And that experience, that confidence from beating Bayern, it's made them even more dangerous at home. Players who've beaten Bayern Munich don't fear Arsenal or City. They've already proven they can handle the pressure. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Villa haven't won the league since 1981. They haven't lifted a major trophy since 1996. For all their success this season, they're still hungry, still chasing, still desperate to prove they belong at the very top. And that hunger makes them more dangerous than any established giant. Think about it. Arsenal are protecting a title challenge. City are defending their legacy. But Villa? They're playing with absolute freedom. No pressure, no fear, just pure ambition. And that's why they keep winning the big moments. Arsenal fans, you've seen it twice now. Your title hopes damaged both times at Villa Park. How many more times before it becomes a genuine mental block? And if your team hasn't visited Villa Park yet this season, just wait. You're going to feel exactly what Arsenal and City felt, because the hierarchy is changing. For decades, the same names dominated English football, but Villa are smashing through that barrier. They're not asking permission, they're taking what they want. And the scariest part? They're doing it with a manager Arsenal rejected. A manager who's now proving that maybe the problem was never him. The Premier League has an Aston Villa problem. And that problem is simple. Villa are better than anyone wants to admit. Better tactically, better mentally, better at handling pressure. And they're coming for every single elite team. So when your team visits Villa Park this season, when you see those claret and blue shirts pressing, when you hear 42,000 fans going mental, when you watch Emery calmly making adjustments, are you confident? Because Arsenal weren't, City weren't, and the evidence suggests your team won't be either.